When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Commodores' offense takes the field. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Pickup of 14. First down, Commodores.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball away.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. There he goes! And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Miami's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lyle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They kick it away on fourth down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that. But those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down. It's very...
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick strike complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
The short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Beck's going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Caught behind the line. It's Lyle. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Miami. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Williams looking for a man. He's got him. Strong, firm tackle. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Fowler. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the catch. It's Fowler.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Fowler. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets away from one, finds room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking left. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On target over the middle. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
First down, Commodores.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Carter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. You're going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Commodores will hustle to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And here comes the offense on second down. Williams looking for a man. And down he goes back with the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball's going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Pulls it in. It's Fowler. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Lofton. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give on the counter. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And you Gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Number 19.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the ground, it's Carter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
He's got him in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. On the move at the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Canes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Lyle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Williams looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. A short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Lyle. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Williams will pass. He's got the tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third and goal and third and long. The give to the back, and he's wrestled to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Use the play fake, now to throw. working that left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They just keep firing. Got it on the outside. It's Brown.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. Finish off.